What I find exciting about tracking and even just looking at tracks, I mean, you even found out training a little steenbok through very, very hard terrain, how difficult it can be not just to recognize the track of the steenbok, but that particular steenbok as opposed to the other steenbok. You know, it's just like a little bit shorter, a little bit wider, whereas that one's got a slightly more narrow, slightly longer hoof. Those very fine little perceptions, and the almost infinite complexity and subtlety of animal tracking, that even after 30 years you still struggle, you still feel that there's so much more to learn. There's also that sense of humility, is that even the best master tracker can make a mistake. We project images into the sand to try and figure out what it is, and sometimes, you know, one tracker sees it this way, another tracker sees it that way, and then they start debating and they look for more evidence until they find enough evidence that they can decide which one of them have the correct interpretation. It's a sort of a very creative discussion that goes on, sometimes looking at very, very subtle signs. And I think we've all got a lot to learn from that process. It's not about the individuals who's right or wrong, it's about the process of getting to the correct answer in the end. And that also requires a humility to recognize when you yourself have made a mistake and whether the other interpretation may be the correct one. And then you move forward from there. You sort of immerse yourself into nature, into the culture, into tracking, and there's just this never-ending process of discovery. There's always something exciting, something new that you find.